Welcome back to What's Really Out There. I am your host, Stephanie Booth, and your co-host
is Stephen Booth. Nice to be back, guys. Sorry for the break we had, but it was busy towards the end of the school year and all that, and all the other stuff we had to do. But we're going to get back on track and get back to podcasting. Instead of doing one every week, me and Steph decided we're going to do 2 a month. Kind of lighten up on our load work. But So, who wants to go first today?
I guess I will. I don't know if we've done Taylor Swift's favorite number. Her favorite number is actually 13, if y'all didn't know that. Aside from being born on December 13th, I was born on December 15th. 13, 14, 15. I don't know how to count. I just know. That made no sense, but whatever. December 13th, 1989. The number also has how do you say that? Has
a spell sign. You need to write better. It's hard to read.
I'm sorry.
I can't hardly read it. Also has a speed sign feature on the new. I can't understand your writing. You wrote it. You can't read your own writing. Sorry, guys. She's just learning how to do research.
I know how to read my own writing. It's just they're hard words.
Well, you can't. Okay, well,
she turned 13th on Friday the 13th. Kind of sus, but
that's okay. Crazy.
Taylor Swift told MTV News back in 2009, the year I was born, that her first album went gold in 13 weeks. I don't know what that means, but okay.
It means like I went number 1. It did good.
Oh, okay. Her first song had 13 seconds intro. Every time she has won an award, she has sat in the 13th row or the 13th seat. Taylor's loved the number 13 so much that she has the number actually is connected to the Illuminati, like it.
Oh, that's fine.
I watched this YouTuber, and you probably know him. Me and Lexi talk about him all the time.
Yeah.
So he was talking about her, and I was listening, and he's like Beyonce's in the Illuminati and all that. And I was listening. I was like, she's in the Illuminati? I didn't know that. And it's all connected. 13, the 13th row, the 13th seat, 13 in or something like that.
I just always knew 13 was like one of them weird numbers you didn't want to get.
There. I believe the same thing. It's unlucky. Well, time for UFO sighting. Yeah. A blue UFO.
That's what you can start doing. You can go looking at the latest UFO sightings.
Yeah, that's what I did. This blue UFO was spotted in 2020. And what might have been the last UFO sighting of 2020, a glowing blue blob striked, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Struck across the night sky, and crashed into the waters by the ocean. Does that say ocean? Or it's a town in Hawaii?
Okie. Oh, it's just in Hawaii.
It's a town in Hawaii on December 29th. Across during two news reporters. Multiple people on the ground saw the blue flying object, with some recording of it. Those few people saw, and they called 911. The FAA, the federal agency. How do you say that? Federal.
The FAA, the Federal Aviation Agency. The FAA, Federal Aviation Agency.
Yeah, but.
Butt scratcher.
Shut up. The people of Hawaii that saw the blue blob / blue UFO.
Did the men in black come see them?
Probably, yeah.
They might have.
So, what's your story of it?
All right. Well, Steph's going to start doing our UFO report because we do have a show called What's Really Out There. So that's what she'll start reporting on, and I'll stick with the strange stuff and, all the conspiracy stuff,
Hopefully Bagel don't wake up doing this.
Yes, we got a kitty. We got a studio cat now. We got studio dogs and a studio cat.
Yeah, he's a baby.
Okay. My first story of the day is about the man in the iron mask. Because, our story covers, the plot of this podcast is like conspiracy stuff, strange stuff that happened, stuff like
Mystery,
that.
people going
Mystery,
missing.
stuff like that. This is the man in the mask. During the time of King Louis V, I guess, a man spent many decades in several French prisons. No one knew him or why he was there. No one even knew that what he looked like, because he wore a black velvet mask. The legendary story has also made people wonder if he really had an iron mask. There's no really hard evidence to go with it, so people are still like, we don't know. It's just one of them stories that's been passed down through time, and nobody really knows because there's no records of it. And think about it, if the king was trying to hide something, why would he keep records of it anyway?
Yeah, it's Jason in a mask.
Okay, and now I'm gonna go over.
He moved to France.
I'm going to go over the Jean Hillard who was frozen alive. A 19-year-old Jean, on December 20th of 1980, she made her way after a night with her friends and in 22-degree weather around midnight. Her car slid off the road and in a ditch. She got out thinking she was close to her neighborhood, but she wasn't. She remembers almost getting to the house, but blacked out. Okay, well, I'll take that back. She was close to her apartments or her house, but before she got there, she blacked out. Whaley Nelson woke up to look in his front yard and see that Jean was piled up in snow and in his front yard, passed out. She spent 6 hours in 22-degree weather and lived. Yeah. So you throw on top, she went out with her friends partying anyway, so she probably had a little liquor in her, some booze. And she got out in that weather when her car had that wreck, and that's crazy. She made it alive.
My thing is, did her friends survive?
She was driving by herself.
Oh.
Her friends all left the bar in different vehicles and stuff. Yeah. So just remember that. Don't go out partying when it's like that. You never know what could happen. She might not have made it.
I would ask you or Lexi to come pick me up. Like, I'm drunk. Someone help. When I'm 18.
Help me.
Oh, gosh. Help. Yeah, I need somebody.
Well, she couldn't say it because her lips were frozen shut.
Yeah.
Well, okay. Now we're going to go with Mary Celeste. On December 7th of 1872, the ship set sail from New York to Gagna, Italy. On December 5th, another ship passing seen it, and there was no crew, lifeboats. There was no crew, and all the lifeboats were gone. But the supplies was left on the ship. No one knows what happened to the crew. The ship was put back in use for 12 years before they retired it.
What?
Yeah, they just found the ship. That's what it was supposed to go. It was loaded up, ready to go to Italy and all that. And I guess when it set on its voyage, it went out to go, and the crew and the boat, the lifeboats that you jump on, you know, when the ship's sinking, were all gone, and there was no crew, not one person on board, not even dead. It was just a ghost ship.
Whoa.
Yeah.
So, like, all the lifeboats were all gone and all that?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I
Could you
think-
imagine walking up on a ghost ship like that?
I think they went on ghost mode and just went, see ya.
Well, that's crazy. You know, I mean, who knows? They might have died at sea getting off the boat, but what made them get off the boat?
Yeah, that's what
crazy.
if they, like,
Because even if somebody would have hijacked the boat or something, they would have
Right.
took the goods inside. They wouldn't have
Yeah.
left what was inside.
maybe they passed the Bermuda Triangle? Is that
The
what it's
Bermuda
called?
Triangle.
The Bermuda Triangle.
Probably not, because they was leaving from New York to Italy.
Oh.
They probably wouldn't be going around it. And great.
What, did it stop?
It
Oh, never mind.
freezes up sometimes. It's stupid. They don't like free. Well, I guess you could say it freezes up, but I can still record and stuff. It just screws me up on my time.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The Mary Celti. Okay, we did that one.
Mm-hmm.
Now we're going to go over the Isdal Woman. On November 29th, 1970, people hiking in Isdal, Isdalen, they smelt like something was wrong, and they found a buried body. When the police investigated, they found a suitcase with many IDs in it. No one really knew who she was for sure. Nothing was ever solved. So these people were hiking, and they found this woman, and she was dead, but no one knew
What happened to her?
yeah, what happened or anything.
Hmm.
So yeah.
It's kind of sus, bro.
Yeah.
Did they do, like, any test on her or anything like that?
Well, back then in the 70s, they didn't have all that kind of stuff. All they could do
Excuse
is
me.
maybe run her fingerprints. And the only reason they'd have her fingerprints on file is if she ever got put in jail or something and booked. And if she hasn't been in trouble, then they don't got any evidence of her fingerprints. So they can't say who she was. So remember that if you got more than one ID when you go hiking, just take one with you. That way they know who you are. Okay, now we're going to go over
Life lesson.
the corpse that never decomposed.
Okay, that's kind of weird, though.
An Eastern Orthodox churches that certain bodies don't decompose. These bodies are the saints, often seen as holy. People claim the bodies have a pleasant aroma that Catholics call this is sensicity. It's called cancicity. But some believe that the bodies were mummified, but nobody really knows. Like I said, one thing again, there wasn't no hard evidence or anything, and these bodies are found freshly preserved and everything.
And they've been there for, like, a long time?
Yeah, because they're
Like
like
that
they were
woman.
like high priests and all that stuff.
Like that one woman we talked about, she was
Yeah.
in this liquid kind of
Yeah,
stuff.
but this woman wasn't. They weren't in any liquid or nothing. They was just like in a basement. Yeah, they were still mummified pretty good.
It's kind of.
But they weren't. I mean, they don't know if they're mummified, but yeah, that's what everybody's like. Oh, yeah, that's what I say.
Very interesting.
Yes. Well, guys, I'm sorry this one's short, and I'm sorry it took us 5 to 6 months to get another episode out here. But our next episode will be a little longer, and like I said, this one's going to debut
That was my chair, I swear.
Thursday. It's be the first part of the month. Oh, I mean, next week. It'll debut not this week, but next week. And they'll be coming out on Thursday at the first of the month, and then at the end of the month.
Okay, bagel.
So we'll keep doing them, though. We're back on board, and she'll be dating better on her research now.
Yup.
So, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you're going to be coming back. But our next episode will be a little longer, and it'll be episode 26, guys. But thanks for sticking on, and thanks for hanging on, and keep listening to us. But this has been what, Stephanie?
What's really out there? I'm your host, Stephanie Booth, and my father, the
I am
co-host, kind of forever now. Lexi's been
Stephen
busy.
Booth. Yeah, Lexi ain't gonna. So it'll just be us two, but we'll talk about the conspiracy stuff, UFO stuff,
We don't need Lexi.
and yeah. So this next episode will probably just be me talking a lot because she don't got any research. But after that, she will. We're gonna have. She's gonna be the UFO girl, the UFO reporter. So, and I'll do the conspiracy stuff and all that. And she can do her,
Excuse me?
her excuses. But anyways, we will see y'all later on the next episode. Y'all guys be good. And don't forget to check us out on Spotify and Stitcher and all the other great places. Check out our YouTube channel. So, yeah.
Lexi completely abandoned us. She don't love us anymore.
I know. But we can do it because we're good.
Yeah.
But you guys be good. We'll holler at you later. And peace.
Bye.